Hello everyone, my name is Happy Hippos. A few weeks ago I made this perimeter. In this video, I'm going to make it look nice and announce the mega project that I have planned for it. To start, I'm going to surround the walls with concrete. When placing large amounts of uniform blocks, many people like to use auto clickers. I personally don't use an auto clicker, but fortunately there's a way to replicate this in full vanilla. You can simply change the controls from right click on my mouse to a key on my keyboard. I typically use auto because it's close to W, A, S, D, and E. Originally, I was doing this very inefficiently. As you can see, I placed the concrete along the edge of the perimeter, mined out the blocks, then refilled it. This wasted a lot of time. And here's the final side. This time I mined out the blocks, then placed the concrete. This also allowed me to place blocks underneath my feet as I walked, which is much faster than bridging. The last thing to do is turn all this concrete powder into actual concrete blocks. This shouldn't take very long since I can just place water buckets on top and let it flow down. "20 minutes later and this is looking great. The perfectly smooth texture is a huge improvement over the original concrete powder. This project is really coming along. The final thing that I'm going to do before revealing the mega project is actually a bit of terraforming. The TNT obviously did a lot of damage to the surrounding terrain, so what I'm going to do is grab some dirt and grass and just try to rebuild this damaged area. I really want it to feel connected, as if this massive hole was just seamlessly cut into the terrain. It's pretty much just a trial and error process. This doesn't need to be perfect or anything, as long as it doesn't look blocky. As you can see, I've finished this entire thing and yeah, looks pretty good. Doesn't look blocky, there's no rough edges. All in all, it looks pretty smooth and natural. I'm super happy with how this turned out. Now that I'm done with the perimeter, I can finally reveal what I'm going to do with it. If you have been watching some of my previous videos, then you may already know that I will be building a storage system. It will not just be any silly item sorter, it will be the ultimate storage system. Designed by Cubic Meter himself, this is, in my opinion, the best of the best when it comes to storage tech. This is the basic outline of the storage system I'm going to make. Now, this is mostly just a concept. This layout is obviously going to be improved a lot. But basically I'm going to have my bulk storage along here. I have 3 hallways, but I could do 4 shorter ones or 2 longer ones. It's pretty flexible. For the design of the slices, I'm going to use the world download that Cubic Meter provided. I am in the world download and this is the slice design. The first thing I can do is remove this annoying water. Then we can just take all these components that are needed for the chest storage. I'm having separate chest storage so they aren't necessary and we can remove them. And this is what we're left with. Here's a brief explanation of how the slice works. When the item that is being sorted goes into the slice, it will first go into this shulker box. Once the box is full, it'll get replaced and the full one will go into this dispenser. We can then dispense this shulker box, and if we take out all the items, it'll dispense another full box. Now let's get back into the layout. I'll have some chest storage here for items I don't have many of. I'm also going to have 2 overflow systems, one for chest items and one for boxes. But I guess I should move them next to each other. There will be a mass craft over on this end, but it probably won't be too useful in vanilla. I've got my item input, mass storage for empty shulker boxes, and an encoded multi-item sorter that has been modified for shulker box unloading. I don't know how to explain it, but basically it's this thing. These are the materials I need for the main bulk storage. The slices actually follow an A-B tiling pattern, so they're slightly different for each type. But overall, for all 256 slices, these are the materials that I'll need. So wow, that's 21,000 shulker boxes and 17,000 observers total. But just look at these raw materials, 190,000 cobblestone and 95,000 redstone dust. This is why I made that video about collecting 250,000 cobblestone. And that is it for this video. Before you go, I would like to thank LCuber for making this thumbnail. He makes really good videos about his hardcore world. I definitely recommend checking him out. He's on day 900 right now, and I'll leave a link to his channel down in the description.